Hey boys and girls, so yesterday we started talking about how an object, that object's weight is the sum of its parts. And so we looked at some PowerPoints and talked a little bit about how and why that's true. And so we said something like if you had a toy car, or we showed the house on the video, and we talked about the windows and the doors and the roof and the building, and how they all have a different weight. All together they have a weight, and if you take those parts away and you find the sum, or the answer when you add, it's going to equal that same total weight. So today I have a scale here, and I'm hoping you can see it, to try and show you this. Alright, so let's see if I can. Yeah, I think I can. Alright, you can see a little bit of my computer, but that's okay. Alright, so I'm going to try and turn it on and see if you can see. So right now it's loading up. And it says 0. Yeah, you can see that. Okay, and it kind of changes when I pick it up. Alright, so first thing I'm going to do, I have this big box of markers, the Big 40. Alright, and I'm going to see what that weighs. And I'll tell you guys because I know it's hard for you to see it. So I'm going to turn it right here. So this says 1 pound, 5.1 ounces. Okay, so now I'm going to open it up, and we've got 4 boxes of markers here. Uh-oh. So let's see what 2 boxes of markers would be. So whenever I put my 2, so remember my whole box was 1 pound, 5.1 ounces. So 2 boxes, it's telling me 9.7 ounces. And we're going to talk about this when we are measuring now and when we're measuring with math. There are 16 ounces in 1 pound. Okay, so I should be able to measure my other 2, and they should weigh about the same. Well, they do. 9.7. Trying not to move it. There you go. There you go. You can see it like that. Okay. So we're going to add our ounces up. 14, 9, 18, 19. 19.4 ounces. Now remember, I said there's 16 ounces in a pound. So if we have 19 ounces, we'll take away 16. So that would be 1 pound, 3.4 ounces. But remember, we have our box here, and that didn't get weighed, and that was in on there. And it is 1.6. So let's see, we had 3.4, 1.6. So that told me 1 pound, 5 ounces. Now at the beginning, it was 1 pound, 5.1 ounces. So I think that's pretty good. Oh, now it's saying 1.6 ounces, okay? So you can see here that when we took apart every part of this, it gave us that same amount we had at the beginning. All right, let's try it with something else. This one will probably be a little bit heavier. Uh-oh, lost my lights. Okay, now I have, let's get rid of these, this big bag of, I call them compliments. This is what I put in my jars for compliments, but they're just some square tiles. All right, let's see what we got here. We have 2 pounds. We'll write it down. 2 pounds. 4.5 ounces. So remember, oh, it's kind of going back and, oh, it fell off. 5.8 ounces. Some of it was hanging off the edge. All right, so it's trying to make up its mind. 5.6, 5.8. we'll know it's around about that amount. Okay, so if I was to take some of these and put them on here, let's see what we've got there. 4.1 ounces, okay? So here's going to be the sum of my parts. So I'm going to move these to the side, and now I'm going to weigh what was in the bag. It's thinking. 2 pounds, 0.4. So if I add those together, oh, now it's, okay, 1.6. All right, so I had 4.1, 1.6. That gives me 5.7. Remember, at the beginning I had 2 pounds, 5.6. And now it says 2 pounds, 5.7. So again, you know, it's a little varied because it's trying to be on here. It kind of keeps jumping up and down a little bit. But you can see here that when we take it apart and we put it back together, those parts are going to still have that same sum. So that's going to be the case no matter what it is, because we are we're still going to have that same, it's still going to be, that object still has that same weight no matter if it's in pieces or if it's put together as one solid thing. So that's our main thing that we're trying to learn this week. So I hope that kind of helped you to see that. If you have some way at home to measure and do that with your scale, try it out and see if you can make it equal that same sum.